Hey guys, this is grade 11 content by Lee Abatandwa. You should actually check out my other channel. Please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So today I'm going to be teaching you about the principle, processes and procedures for democratic participation. Now this is definitely going to be in your June examination, so hence I thought it will be much of help to actually teach you this, because I know LO teachers are never present, okay? No offense. So, what they're saying, 1.1, it says public participation. To be involved with others in doing something or to take part in an activity or event. Basically, what they're saying here, the word describes itself public. It's you're doing something with others. Others means public. Society means public. Others, like a group of people, it means public, right? Participation means in doing something, right? So hence the definition is going to be involved with others in doing something or to take part in an event or activity, right? And then you should participate publicly when you stand for elections, attend community meetings, join civil and political organization, vote in elections, pay taxes, protest and petition. Okay, so what I can advise you to do here is to actually associate it with the word public participation. Since we see this thing rhymes and it has two P's. You can just pick the point that says protest and petition. Mind you, these are public things that you participate in. It has to be in public. You can't protest in private. You have to protest in public. Hence, you're going to have this as part of public participation, right? And then you have to stand for elections and attend community meetings. These things are all done in public. This is why those things are involved here. I'm just trying to make you cram it, okay? And then we're going to move on. You don't need to know all of this, you just have to know at least four of them, and then you'll be cool. You'll be able to write some things on your exam, okay? And then it says public participation is important because it makes sure the leaders do not abuse their powers. It brings us to the point of process and petition, right? When you protest and petition about a certain cause, it helps the leaders not to abuse their power, because you're asking to change their mandate or authority, right? And not abuse their power. It ensures that the public's needs and concerns are addressed as of protest and petition, because you want things to be changed, you want your needs and concerns to be addressed, and you're going to hold community meetings, right? Those community meetings where you're going to discuss what is actually happening, what do you want to see the change. It helps to see that things get done. When you are participating publicly, it helps you to see what is actually done. If you're voting in elections, you are electing your leader, which is going to lead you, and you're going to pay the taxes, and you're going to see where your money goes, because everything is public and in the open. Now let's take a look at petition process. It is just a written document that people sign to show what that they want a person or organization to change or do something different. Basically, it is a formal request asking the government to do something about a matter. This is what I was saying in the previous point. If you listened to this, please go back if you didn't hear this well. And yeah, which is we were talking about petition processes and possibly governance if we have the time, okay? And what else? Point two, it says petition processes. It's a written document that people sign to show that they want a person or organization to change or do something. So I think it's just straightforward, because like you get people to sign a petition. You don't just actually write what you want and then submit it to the organization or person. You just write, you get people's signatures to get their approval. So here the second bullet says it is a formal request asking the government to do something about a matter, or yes, like actually, like when, if you notice that peaceful protests are actually accompanied by petitions, they are done when they are going to submit a petition. So It is literally a formal way to actually request something instead of talking about it, and it actually shows that many people agree with it. Okay, so we're going to move on to government governance. This is actually quite a broad topic when it comes here, because we have to know the stages of government, and we have to know the processes and everything. So let's get started. But see, it is a way that a country is controlled or managed by the people who run it. According to the constitution, our country is run on a system of cooperative governance. Various levels of governance must work together. This is what they mean about cooperative, and this is a system. This means that we have levels, and the levels must work together. Hence, we have a system of cooperative governance. Cooperative, working together. Governance actually refers to how the country is managed or controlled. Kuti, how kwenzakala njani? It's like the principal of the school that manages the students and the teachers in it. Okay, so we're going to move on to see how is good governance practiced. Actually, the first thing it says allows participation and provides feedback to the people. Remember that we first talk about public participation. Hence, they're saying Khori, the people should be involved in whatever that they do. Hence, it brings us to the second point, which is it's transparent, it's open to the public, and does not try to hide its actions. Hence, and if people are involved, they are able to see what is happening, and they are able to be provided feedback about the processes that are happening or law implementation whatsoever that they're doing. Hence, they're not trying to hide their actions that way. They're actually making you participate. They make you feel like you're part of the process, right? And then but see, it delivers basic human rights, as we have basic deliveries such as water, whatsoever, food, basic food subsidies, whatsoever. The grants are basic human rights. Even education, the basic human rights. You having a name is a basic human rights. Okay, it is effective and efficient, which means they want what best for you as a citizen, and it produces results. When they say produces results, it actually means ukuthi whatsoever that you request ngale petition, they are going to produce results which are efficient and effective for you as a citizen. Okay, and then but it protects the environment. It's a responsibility of the government to protect the environment. Hence, this is why they have workers. Hence, this is why they have heritage sites and everything to actually preserve their history and the environment. Some species or plant species that are endemic to an area, hence they are protected and conserved, because it's the government's job to protect the environment. It is their job to implement rules and regulations that help the environment to be kept safe, right? And lastly, it is accountable, takes responsibility for its action and performance decisions by explaining things, why things are done in a certain way. Hence, this brings us to the transparency point. This is why they take action they take responsibility, they acknowledge and explain why things are done in a certain way. If you guys don't like them, then you can participate, and then they can change and provide feedback to the people, because why they took accountability. Okay, hence you have to cram all of these, but yet you have to relate all of them together into just one paragraph to save yourself the time. Okay, so we're going to move on to representation in the next series. Please like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and follow along this series, because June examination is coming, and this is examinable content. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.